No intro for the last couple days I've noticed, but welcome to the vlog today. This is the Friday vlog. The week is flying by, as most weeks do. Still listing watches, but there's a change today. I want to actually start being more efficient at listing watches and list them a little bit quicker, so let's get on that. Yesterday was a bit of a slow day. Today should be a change. So anyway, I guess I'm going to list for a little while, and if I have anything interesting, I'll bring it up. Otherwise, I'll just list for a little while and then go home, get some scootering clips, normal vlog. Okay, quick update here. 4 items listed. Timex watch and a few others. I'm sure I'll do a little run through at the end, and vlog is up at the proper time, 5 p.m. Anyway, going to be going home here pretty soon. I think I'll do one quick thing on piano tiles. I haven't actually shown on camera for a while. Showed a while ago that I play this game called Piano Tiles. I kind of stopped playing for a while. And they just recently updated it with some new, harder songs that I cannot do. I had 3 stars on every single one of them, except, well, I had 3 stars on every single one of them, and now these 2 new ones, can't get it. So let's try that out quick. Okay, not the best angle there, but let's just try this out here. As you can see, my record is 161. I'm probably just aiming for 100. I doubt I'll even get that, but we'll see. Yeah, 76. That's what I got. Pretty crazy though. Anyway, let's get home and get some scooter clips. And there you go. Of course I wasn't playing on camera, but 251, new best. Let's get home. That thing's great and all, but I feel like a new scooter. Let's build one quick. And there you go, like 5 minutes flat. I have something that resembles a scooter. Will it ride like a scooter? Do I use all my available parts? Who knows? Anyway, front wheel doesn't turn very well. Back wheel turns too well. Bars spin okay. Let's go get some clips on a hobbled together scooter. Well, the normal spot is filled up at the moment. Let's try a few flatland clips. Right over here. Double bar. Flat land, more like stationary, and it's cold. It's gonna be like 35 degrees out here, so I should probably go inside pretty soon for supper anyway. One thing, I always thought I learned bar twists the wrong way. I always thought bar twists are that way, untwists are that way. Turns out it's reversed. I've been doing bar twists the whole time. I got bar twist down. I have a headache too, so I think I'll cut this session short and might come back after supper if I have anything to do. Untwist quick. Good enough, I'll be back, maybe. Okay, back out here. Headache is sort of abated, and definitely want to try to clean up those tricks a little bit. The ones I just did there were pretty sketchy. Anyway, let's go grab the scooter, try to get a few clips before I go down to work. Could be a bit of an interesting comparison between, let's say, an $800 scooter and about a $100 custom scooter. Still a little bit of daylight out today, or should I say cloudy light? Let's try this out. First, get back with a double whip. Okay, down to work. Not quite the final countdown, but look, back in the office, 1 watch left, 2 watches left, And that's it. Now it's time to move on to some new ones. Put the batteries in them, get them listed. Should be a fun night. Get some listing going. Okay, just watching the resellers thing there, live stream. Anyway, got a few more items listed. It's time to pick out a few more and figure those out. 6 items listed. Let's get some of these prepped. Vigorous watch battery replacement testing is going down. A few more than I like broken here, but all in all, not too bad. Whole variety of different watches. Get them on batteries replaced and tested. I find this pretty funny here. I'm just opening up this Star Trek watch. It's kind of funky here. I'm not sure what kind of function it has. It has like a button and something. Maybe it's lighted, maybe something else. 1998, Paramount Pictures. Anyway, I just opened that with my case bag knife. And look in there. There are 3 separate batteries for that watch. Some watches have 1 battery. Really old watches or oddball watches have 2 batteries. This one has 1, 2, and then 3. Not exactly sure why the need for all the battery power, but I think the outside is like a ring light of some sort, and then the inside is the actual watch movement. Probably not going to be able to replace that one. I think I'll have to order some more batteries. Nope, never mind. On second thought, second look, I realized these are just 377 batteries. If you notice, we have a pack of 100 here because they're pretty common, but 3 in one watch seems a bit excessive. Let's see what this thing does once I get the batteries replaced. Let me zoom in here and see if you can see this, but as you can see, it's ticking away there. But that's just with the middle battery, so I'm still trying to figure out exactly what the external one does. I've tested for a light and a bunch of other things here. Has a button there for something. Still working on it. Well, I wish you could have got my first reaction on this, but look, watch when I press the button now. That is pretty funny. Little music built in there. I'll have to see what this goes for. I actually took the glass crystal off there because it was cracked and had little pieces inside. There's no other way to get to it. Somebody will have to replace that crystal, but other than that, seems to work. As well as cases, we'll actually put like a YouTube video in the description so they can see what it sounds like. I'll show you how to do that when I do that. So one thing that I'll mention here is the way we time test our analog. The way we time test our manual wind or automatic watches here. Technically, or basically, I'll just set them to the time that is, and I'll just have them run for a little while and check they're reasonably accurate, usually 12 hours or something similar, and I'll just put, runs, keeps good time, and I don't generally test them second per day per whatever, like some other people, unless they're expensive watches, but in this case, set them to the time, let them run for a while, see how accurate they seem to be. So I was going to do a little bit more listing here before we quit for the night, but instead I think I'm just going to continue to work on these watches. Can always do some listing tomorrow. Tomorrow's a listathon, so just going to keep working these through. I guess I'll point out a few interesting things as I go on. One thing I have said before that I will say again on watches here is that they are very finicky and in some cases really annoying to work on. Anything electronic that's 30 years old is just inherently can have a lot of issues. And in watches, there's a few different ones. In this case here, this is a digital Seiko. It's zoomed in there to get a little bit better focus, but as you can see, there's these little buttons here. These buttons are what operate the watch. It's just a little metal piece that pushes against another metal piece to make contact. A lot of cases, these need to be bent so they fit better. And those can be very finicky to work with and kind of annoying on certain watches. In this case, I got it all working and it should be good. But watches are just inherently finicky, I guess was my point with that. As you can see, it's all working here. Anyway, just going to keep testing watches. So I attempt to come up with at least a little bit more content for tonight. Just going to go through a full battery change and everything on this watch here. Work area there's looking a little bit scrambled after all these last couple things. Basically, you look for a little lip on the back of the watch here, if it's a snapback like this one is. In this case, not seeing much there. In that case, it generally will just go at it here. Case knife. Anyways, you want to get your case knife under there, pry it up, and get the back off. Then I'll check for the battery there. This one, in this case, is a 399 type battery. I'll look for a little battery stack here for 1 second. I should be able to find one. There we go. 399 type battery. And in this case, I'll probably find my small little, there it is, blade head screwdriver. Find a spot that's non-conductive or anything. Just kind of pry it out of there. Sometimes there are spots to push and spots not to, so you always got to figure out those. A new battery right here. kind of push it in there, and in this case, should be ticking, as you can see there. Put the back on there, and that one should be good to go. Some are more complicated, some are a lot easier. It's really never know until you get in there. Snapbacks are kind of a pain to get back on sometimes though. This case, there we go, got it. And now we have a watch that has the battery change and is working correctly. Here's my next two that I'm going to change the battery on. In this case, just a little, just like clasp there, so I'll take that off. Look for the little indentation where the case knife goes, which is right here. Don't always need to find that, but it's nice to find it, because that's usually where the case is the easiest. And also, I had a very low quality tool before, and this new one that I have here, this Renata Victorinox one, it's a lot sharper and it has a different tip to it that makes it a lot easier to change the batteries. So if you have a low quality case knife and are having issues getting the batteries out of here, or that backs off, then look at your knife and figure out if it's a low quality one or a cheap one. Because the blade geometry on this one's a lot different, and it makes it a lot easier to take those batteries off of there. See what type of battery this one is here. 364. Pretty common. Let's see if I can find one here quickly. There they are right there. I have a lot of batteries all kind of sprung out here. It's kind of like a big mess. Let's push that down in there. Push this little piece back. Expensive watches, you have to be careful. And there you go. When you're putting the snapback back on, check for this little indentation right there. That'll tell you where the crown goes. And you have to put that, line that up with the crown. So I'll snap back on correctly. Usually finger pressure is all that's necessary. If I need to, I'll use some other different methods. In this case, just snap right back on there, including like this case press here, crystal press if I need to. Difficult to tell if two-hand watches are running right off the bat, so what I usually do is I turn it to both hands right in the middle, set it like that, wait for a little while, and once those move, you'll be able to tell it's running, and you can set it and do some accuracy tests or whatever you need to do. Next up, little Gruen Day-Date here. Not super high quality, but not super cheap either. In this case, let's see here, probably pop one end off of the spring bars, depending on how it looks. That's what I'll do. To watches that have that type of band there. There you go. And then, since this is a screw back, first of all, I'm gonna go get my little case holder here. Just pop it in there quick. Might be set a little bit too large for it, but that'll work just fine. A little case watch opener ball, which I could either use the ball or I could use other wrench. But in this case, generally on these screwbacks, I like to use the ball because it's the least damaging. If I need more torque, I can use these other ones. This one looks like somebody took the battery out of this at some point, so it may be a non-working watch. Well, fortunately, do a little bit of testing here. This watch does not seem to run, so that'll be a parts watch. Okay, final watch I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough on. This is a Seiko 50mm women's watch. The dual push button deployment there. Back on off this one, I probably will not take the bracelet off. Look for that little indentation. In this case, it probably isn't one. In this case, I'll probably use the snappy watch case opener because it seems to be on there pretty tight. Adjust my watch case holder here. Try to reserve the snappy case back opener only for hard to open cases, as it can damage the watch if you're not very careful with it. And there you go. Mostly opened. Now let's use the knife for the rest of it here. Definitely a hard one to pop off. It may be a hard one to get back on. Okay, well, if you can see the movement in there, that's super easy to see. Has a Seiko SR621 SW battery, so I'll quickly check which one that is. Let's put the case back on here so you don't short anything with the bracelet there. SR621 SW is a 364 type battery, so I'll grab one of those. This old one back out of here and put the new one in there. Check if the watch is running. In this case it is. And snap that back on. In this case I'll see if I can finger snap it. If not, I have to go get the press. Nope, that one's going to be a tough one. I could tell by how hard it came off. Set up the press. Okay, in that case this should be about the right setup there. The die's positioned, push down, make sure it's all aligned. Should pop right back into place, like it did there. Have to be careful to get the right dies installed so you don't crack the crystal, don't crack anything. But in this case, that worked out well. Working watch. So about 30 minutes till quitting time. One more quick thing here. Yesterday, I mentioned that I could show you an automatic movement. Pretty cool. I did not show that, so I might as well do one right here. It's a Citizen, some sort. I think it has an 8200A movement in it. As you can see right there, it has a rotor that spins around. And when you move your arm, it generates power for the watch. this case, I think you can also wind the watch. But anyway, if you shake this here, that'll wind it enough to get it moving there, as you can see. Anyway, pretty basic, but that is one of the types of mechanical movements, and it's a pretty cool one. Come in all different styles. This one is pretty plain. There's some that are very decorated. Obviously, like Rolexes and stuff use pretty fancy movements. Well, this table looks like a complete mess. And these are all the watches that I've tested and batteries replaced for tomorrow. Should be a good listing day tomorrow. Okay, quick walkthrough of all the items I listed today here. I listed this one as a Sharp Citizen Automatic because it's a cool looking watch. I like the look of this watch. $130, 8200A automatic, day date. Next up, Seiko SQ Sports watch here, $80. PVD coated, lots of scratch on the crystal unfortunately. Reasonably nice shape other than that. Next up, Orion Swiss Basis hand wind men's watch. Not running correctly unfortunately, but this is a 1960s Swiss hand wind watch with a cheap movement in there. $60. Next up, 1966 Timex self wind automatic watch. This one does not run super well. Nice looking, $70. Next up, Waltham hand wind men's watch. It's a 10 karat gold filled watch from apparently around the 1940s. Nice shape, $100 is why I listed that one up for. This one, not a lot of track record on this one, 1938. This is like the second or third model. Ingersoll Mickey Mouse wristwatch. This one is missing the hand, possibly has a different case on it, and a few different things. Somebody will want that for parts or repair or parts, whatever. $140. Before I end the vlog tonight, I'm definitely thinking about getting some different scooter parts. I'm probably going to get a new fork and wheels and all that. I'm debating on getting a new set of bars, but probably gotta keep the deck I have. Anyway, just want to do a quick mock thing here. Let's put together a scooter, put it in the cart, and see how much it costs. Scooters are not cheap nowadays. Here is a figment of my imagination scooter. TSI Sledge Deck, Tilt Classic SCS, Gold, Tilt integrated headset, Tilt Nimbus forks, Tilt pegs, Envy Lambo wheels, ODI long neck grips. If you see the price on there, man, $724, and that's not coming to bars. Go to a different website for that, $220. That's an expensive scooter, and that's why I'm probably going to get rid of a few things here and change that before I buy it. Anyway, few listings today. I think that's where I'm going to end off the vlog for today, though. Tomorrow is a listathon, and I should be getting some good listing going in there, motivated to get some watches going. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this vlog. Hopefully it wasn't too weird, whatever. I always wonder about that, if it's going to be long or short. I never know. Anyway, no out. Goodbye.